Hello together. I'm going to talk today about ZoomText and our latest updates. Just wait a few more minutes to see if more participants are going to join, and then we will start. My name is Roxana Fischer. I'm currently located in the Netherlands, in Barendrecht, next to Rotterdam, and I'm working for Vispero as a UX research analyst. And my experience goes back to 9 years. There I started as a trainer and JavaScripter. Afterwards, I worked for a while in Florida as a developer for ZoomText and JAWS. And yeah, now I'm a UX research analyst and back to Europe. And with me here is Jan Bloem.
Yeah, thank you, Roxana. Yeah, well, also a brief introduction. I'm International Sales Manager for Freedom Scientific, Vispero. And yeah, we are eagerly waiting for you to do the presentation about ZoomText, Roxana. It's been a nice SightCity so far. Yeah, we had in total 9 presentations, and you have the honor to close it, today.
Exactly. Thank you so much. All right, and I think I will just start then.
Yeah, the floor is yours.
All right. For questions, we have time in the end, and I prepared a presentation with some slides, but I will also describe the context that is on there. So first of all, we have our free products, and ZoomText is one of them. We have ZoomText, Fusion, and JAWS. ZoomText is the screen magnifier, JAWS is the screen reader, and Fusion is the combined product from a screen reader and screen magnifier. And yeah, as Fusion is combining both of them, oftentimes there's the question if you still have vision which product to choose, ZoomText or Fusion. And the difference there is that the output and also the input, so how you interact, is makes the decision which one to use. If you still have vision and interacting with the mouse and can still see some of the controls, then ZoomText gives you a bit more support. If you're moving more, want to have more navigation with the keyboard and also need more speech feedback, for example, which control you're on, then Fusion is the way to go. And today I'm also going to talk about our new features, like the quick access bar, some new voices that we have introduced, and our FS support tool. And in the end, if we have time, I'm going to do a live demo of these features. So what is new in ZoomText? First of all, we have a quick access bar. And as I'm a researcher, I will shortly also talk about the research. So first we thought about why do we want to introduce, or what is the problem? Which problem do we want to solve with a quick access, or do we want to solve? And the challenges we solve is that for ZoomText users have some issues with remembering all the keystrokes. They mostly use the mouse, and then they are introduced to this concept where using keystrokes is really powerful, but learning and remembering all of them is quite challenging as they are really cryptical. And instead, you can still reach our features through the ZoomText toolbar that is like an application window. But to go there, you have to first find it and then also come back to the task that you were working on before. And we wanted to improve this process. For that, we did some research. We already had it's called secondary research on the user needs that where we saw the issue that I described, that learning the keystrokes is challenging, but also getting to the toolbar is challenging. And after we talked to the users, we also did some prototypes with different versions to investigate in which solution we can address this problem. And through the different prototypes, we learned that we cannot have an overlay button that moves around with the screen because that is too disturbing to most of the users. And we also learned that search feature that I show to you in a bit is a really powerful one that most users are really happy to have. So these were like the two main learnings from it. So what is the quick access bar? The quick access bar, if you start a new ZoomText version the first time, it will come on the right side. And the quick access bar, you can define your own set of features there and make them easy to use. For example, on the right side, there's a picture of a quick access bar where there are buttons for zoom, for speech, speech rate, and color. And you can define that completely by yourself. You can create, like your daily features, but you could also put rarely used features in there that you're using less often and have issues with remembering the keystrokes. Another big benefit of this UI is that you have command search. So if you know the name of a feature, but don't have it in your set of shortcuts, you can still search for them. So you get access to all the features without taking a lot of screen space. And in addition, you can also learn more about the features. For example, in this case, I started typing app reader and it already showed me app reader and app reader text view, and I could go further into it and learn more about the text view feature as well, and also attach them directly to my own set of shortcuts. The quick access bar also has two different ways of interacting that is important to mention. First, when you start it, it's in a docked state on the right screen. That makes it easy to find because you can always move with your mouse to the right side and you know it's there. And it has the other benefit that you don't need any keystroke to find it and interact with it and get direct mouse access to most used features. The second way to interact with this is the call for action, where you learn one keystroke, and through this one keystroke, you get access to all the 8 features and search without moving your screen at all. So you can stay in your Word document on the text part that you are reading right now and switch the color directly. And this keystroke is caps lock right mouse click. When you finished, the quick access bar either goes back to the right side if you set it up like that, or it can also disappear completely from the screen. You can imagine it a little bit like the context menu or application menu that you can call up, interact with, and then it goes away. And in the beginning, you don't have to decide which of the both you want to use. They are both directly available to you. So to sum it up, you have 8 user-defined shortcuts available there, the command search, and the 2 different ways of interacting with them. And if you have Fusion, that was presented yesterday, you can also add JAWS commands. That is the first time that you can have access to ZoomText and JAWS features in one UI next to each other. So what else is new in ZoomText besides the quick access bar? We also added new voices from Cerence to it. And Cerence is now owned also by Nuance. And these new voices use the idea of deep learning to create a more natural way of speaking. And we have 2 new, or in total 3 new English ones. 2 are US voices and 1 is a British voice. but we also, with these new voices, we had the chance to add some more languages, like the Belgian French with Farsi, Malay, Slovenian, Ukrainian, and Vietnamese. So more people have access and can use our software in their own language. You have to install these voices to use them, and therefore in ZoomText you go to the Reader tab, and then under the speech area you can select Add and Remove Voices to install the ones you like. And as soon as you install one, they will be also available in Fusion and JAWS if you have installed that. Another feature that I would like to talk about that is also important for our distributors is the FS support tool. It makes it easy to collect more information about the system and what's happening on the client PC, and therefore helps by fixing bugs. It collects all system specs, the versions of the OS, of the software, of the browser, installation logs, running system process, and user settings, and creates a file that can be sent to support. One good thing about it, it's not just our direct support, also you can also send this file manually to the distributors to help you. And this tool really helped us also to improve the stability from ZoomText in Fusion and JAWS, because we could look into what exactly causes this issue. Many times we had bugs that we could not reproduce and therefore they were hard to fix. But with this tool, we could investigate further on the reasons why something went wrong and fixed it. And like I said, this helped us to really improve responsiveness in, for example, Office 365 and also Edge. And if you should always try to be up to date with Outlook and our newest software, because then you really notice that we are more responsive, we improve the stability, and we have now a better foundation for future improvements here as well. Also, a feature that did not come in 2022, but already before, is the voice assistant. We improved on this voice assistant in this version as well. For example, if you're running Fusion, you can now say, hey, Zoomy, or hey, JAWS, and interact with it. But you can also use the keystroke, that is caps lock alt space, to call it up and say your command. And it's designed in a way that you can talk in a more natural way to it, like talk slower, please, but you can also use short commands to get the feature to execute. And some commands that I want to point out here that are really nice to use in ZoomText is the read window title. So if you're in a Word document and you don't know the title anymore, but you don't want to move away from your current screen, the voice assistant can help you with that. Also, the same for the selected text. If you started to select something but don't remember exactly anymore what was the first few words because you scrolled so far down with the selection, then you can also ask the voice assistant that. And these features also exist as a keystroke, but not everyone remembers them in the situation they need them. You can also ask, obviously, for the date or time and turn off the color. And there you can say turn off color or simple color. So how can I get access to ZoomText, especially for Europe? How can you get access to ZoomText? For the most yeah, for most country it's different. So if you are interested in ZoomText, I would suggest you to talk to your local dealers, distributors, how you can get the software, if there are any subsidies that you could get before buying the software yourself. But if you want to first try it out and run a demo, it's available on our website under Downloads and ZoomText.
ZoomText 2000, Zoom Level 2. Window.
The voice that you hear right now is the Stephanie voice, the British English one.
Open the Zoom Windows dialog box. Window.
And I can change this by going to
Voice
Reader
checked.
and then to the
Disable.
voice
Add remove voice settings.
And I could
add remove voices.
go directly to add remove voices, but I can also go via
Voice
settings,
checked. Voice
where I
settings.
can see
Enable.
which settings I have selected right now. And I will also show you
Hi, British.
the two other English ones. The
Noel
first,
Hi, United Voice. Noel Hi.
Noel Hi, United States.
this is the Noel voice.
Noel Evan Hi, Voice Evan Hi.
Evan Hi, United States.
And this is the Evan Hi one. And if you want to, yeah, like I said, install them, you go to add remove voices.
Add remove voices. Add remove vocalizer expressive voices.
And select
a language.
Select the language and the voice that you want to install.
Voice settings.
ZoomText magnifier reader.
To reach our support tool that I talked about, you will go to the ZoomText menu. I will turn off the voice for that.
Voice disabled.
And to ZoomText support, tools, and FS support tool. You need to have admin rights to get all the information there. And yeah, it will inform you that it starts to collect as soon as you click on continue. I will not do that here. And the last thing we talked about was the quick access bar. And the quick access bar automatically, is located on the right side, but I think I already played around with it. Yeah, I have it on automatically hide. Let's put it first back on the default mode. Then it's always located on the right side. And the nice thing is that I have access to speech in the same way how I can zoom in and zoom out. And yeah, this is adjustable if you extend the quick access bar and then customize it. You can decide which ones to have in there. For example, I can remove a mouse echo. I can use the toggle zoom, but within let in the clipboard. But I could also add something like say time if I want to have that reachable. Yep. And then it shows up and I can.
Voice in the ZoomText magnifier reader. Quick access bar. Zoom 2. 7:21 a.m.
Requested to save a time.
ZoomText 2022. Laura Meitzen, Word.
The nicest thing about the quick access bar that I wanted to show is that it always comes to your screen. So if I'm zoomed in
2.2.3
and want to have an app reader right now here and don't want to go down and search for the ZoomText application window, I can do the quick key or can do the keystroke, caps lock and right mouse click and directly get access to it. if I have the app reader in here, I can start it directly. But in this case, I want to do the app reader for the text view.
Search.
So I can go to the search and type text view
App reader text view.
to reach this one, even if I don't have it defined as one. If I decide that I want to use this one more often,
Add shortcut.
I can add this shortcut to my quick access bar, but let's
App reader text
just
view.
execute it.
Used to demonstrate the visual form of a document or a typeface without relying on meaningful content. Lorem ipsum may be used as a placeholder before final copy is available. It is also used to temper.
To set up, if you want to have it docked on the right side, you can
Hide shortcut names.
also go to the customization again.
Voice disabled.
And go to the preferences, where you can select automatically hide if you feel comfortable with using the one keystroke to reach it and otherwise don't want to have anything on your screen at all. Otherwise, you can use it in the dock state, like I showed in the beginning, that is on the right edge, or also on the left or further down. You can set that up through your preference. All right. And also with the quick access bar features that are not in the application ZoomText UI are reachable. For example, what I talked about, the reading the clipboard. If I open it up again, I have a say clipboard. Yep. First, I have to turn on the speech.
Voice
otherwise.
enabled. Product https://
And it is reading the text that I have in my clipboard. I could also reach this through the search.
Close.
One more thing that we considered for the ZoomText quick access bar, especially for Fusion users who are more interested in using more keystrokes and navigating through the keystroke. If you use caps lock, space,
Entering layered keys,
and
Zoom
Q,
3.
you can reach the quick access bar directly as well without using the mouse. And if you call it up by the pure keystroke, every shortcut is available with a number. So right now there are numbers displayed on every shortcut, and I can navigate by them. If I now want to turn on the color, that is on the space 4, I can just press 4.
Color enhancements enabled.
And the color switches. In this way, I can completely navigate quickly on it also by the keyboard. All right. And this is everything I have to show for now. And I will open it up for questions.
Yeah. Roxana, many thanks. It was a clear presentation and good examples already for the improvements all over the years. You know, ZoomText has been there already for years. Yeah, we see that all in the audience. We are a lot of people with a lot of experience. So we'll see if there are any questions or remarks or observations. Okay.
All right.
Well,
otherwise I will close it. And hope you all had a good SightCity with us.
Yep. Well, then many thanks, Roxana, again, and many thanks to our participants.
Thank you for joining.
Exactly. And have a nice weekend, or thank you very much, and bye-bye.
Thank you so much.